Hello everyone, and welcome to Review It. Today we will be trying the Decades menu from Taco Bell. So let's dig in. Alright, first we have the Mexi Meal, which is cheese, meat, and some pico de gallo. That looks pretty good. And next up, we have the Tostada, which of course you can see some beans there, some enchilada sauce, some shredded cheese, and some lettuce. The green burrito, which is a specialty green sauce on top of their classic bean burrito. You can see some onions, cheese, and of course their famous refried beans. So that looks good too. And lastly, we have the beef Gordilla Supreme. Of course, the Supreme toppings comes with some sour cream, lettuce, and pico de gallo, cheese, and beef. But this item, it's kind of been still on the menu, but not exactly like this. So they brought this one back as well. These all look delicious, so let's dig in. You know, I honestly don't know who will be in the lead today, but I'm excited to find out. First off, the Mexi Meal. So they should definitely have more meat in the Mexi Meal, especially for $1.99. However, great flavor. By melting the cheese with the ground beef and the pico de gallo, it all blends together very nicely and does very much have a milk taste to it. The seasoning was on point. The tomatoes were great. Especially, like I said, with that melted cheese, everything just blended together very well in a way that, you know, sometimes I feel like Taco Bell's, the flavors kind of clash a little. This, they all blend together amazingly. However, just because it's very much more of a snack item, and still for almost $3 for that, that's a little on that pricey side. Just because of how well it tasted, I am still going to give this a 7. Like I said, definitely go and try it. Hopefully people will want this to be a permanent item and it could be on their cravings menu, because that I definitely want to get again. But next up, the Tostada. So nothing about that is crazy amazing. It's fine. Kind of fun, because it's kind of like a Mexican pizza, almost. Although they do have that, and that's also good. But it's just, it needs, I think, a little bit of the ground beef to bring everything together. Because right now it's just refried beans, some enchilada sauce, cheese, and lettuce. And those flavors do work together. But I think it's because it's on the corn tostada, or tostita, that it needs a little bit of an additional flavor. Either that or it needs some sort of seasoning, because right now the tostada is a little bit bland, the refried beans are a little bit bland, the enchilada sauce is almost there and pulling it together. It needs just a little bit more punch though. It needs a little bit of something else to solidify all the flavors in the mouth. But you know, it's not bad for $1.99 and it is fun. This is going to have to get a 4.75, just below that 5. Which is weird. I thought that would be a little bit higher on the list. But next up, Gordilla Supreme. Well, like I said earlier, the Gordilla has stayed on the menu and has been paired with various items. At least this particular one was slightly dry, so that was a bit of a bummer. And the first half didn't really have sour cream, and so the main thing you tasted was basically the beef, and it was fine. But once you got to the sour cream, it was the uniter of the tomatoes, of the cheese, of the lettuce, of the ground beef. Once you got to that point, it suddenly became quite elevated, and it was very tasty. But again, nothing super special about this. It makes me like, oh, I want to get this one again. I am going to give this a 5.5. It was just above that halfway point. Lastly, the green burrito. Let's see about this specialty green sauce. All right. Wow. That was good. Is it the winner? Not sure, but very good. That green sauce is very unique. Not like any of the other sauces here. And I really like it. It does make it stand out, and it does make it different from the regular bean burrito. And I'm not sure what necessarily is different about the refried bean burrito versus the refried beans that they put on the tostada. But somehow the one of the tostada were a little bit drier. Here they were moist. They had that good consistent texture. Then mixed along with that green sauce. On point. This I definitely want to get again before it leaves. So both this and Mexi Meal are two items I'm probably going to be returning for. One thing that did happen is I first tasted the green sauce. That was the first thing I tasted before I got to the beans. And then there are sections where there are so many beans, the green sauce kind of begins to disappear. Or maybe they just didn't put enough on in those sections. But sections that had more green sauce and the beans together, right there. The green sauce, some might consider it slightly spicy. I don't. I didn't need to take water at all, but it definitely did have a small kick to it. Kind of hit more of the side of the tongue, like the right side of the tongue. But very good. When I give this one would get the 7. Yep, this one gets a 7. So, let me know what you think, which one was your favorite. Let me know in the comments below. And that's it for today, folks. Until next time, God bless.